Hey guys, it's time to work. My microphone might be sounding a little bit funny today, just pre-warning before I sip my drink, because I'm trying the built-in microphone to my webcam. It won't be as good as my usual microphone, but my usual microphone's downstairs from when I was streaming last night, and that's all the way downstairs, guys. You know, and to get there I've got to put one foot in front of the other, and do it again and again and again and again and again, then get to the stairs, then step down a stair, then do that 15 times, and take a break, and do it 3 more times because there's like a little landing. Then put one foot in front of the other again and again and again. You get the idea. It's walking. That was the most long-winded description of walking anyone could ever do. So today's just been a writing day. I didn't get to write for fitness videos that I'm doing, which is unfortunate. But I did some writing for It's Super Effective, which I was quite happy about. And I got some ideas for comedy routines that I can do on F Everything, which has become the Faust Effective, because it didn't make sense to have It's Super Effective, It's Rather Effective, It's Not Very Effective, and then F Everything. So I was just like, let's just call it the Faust Effective, because It's Faust Effective just didn't sound right. So the Faust Effective. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. I did a different skincare routine today. I used a different moisturizer and a different toner, and I gotta say, I am enjoying what it has done to my skin. My skin's not looking nearly as bad as it was a few days ago. It's still not the best it's been. I ran out of that Korean toner I was using, and so I don't know. I know once I'm out of debt and I'll be able to justify spending £100 on skincare products, I want to try SK2. Because apparently it's very, very good. But that won't be for a while. But SK2 is supposed to... It's like this product. It's a product line, but they've got like the one flagship product. You use it after you've toned, and apparently it's just very, very good. Some people like to apply it with their hands, but I don't know. I'm one of those people that won't even apply BB cream with their hands. If I can, I'll use like a cushion. Rather than BB cream, I'll use a BB cushion, because there's something about putting makeup on with their hands. It just seems really amateur. It just seems really amateur, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, I also have been working on cosplay. I'm really sure I can talk about this. I haven't been told I can't talk about it. I'm doing a video with comics and cosplay amino together in one video. It's like a big cosplay tutorial. They're not exactly compensating me for my time in the video. They're basically just funding a sort of larger scale cosplay video, and making it possible, which is really, really nice of them. Um, so while they are getting promotion in the video, I'm not being paid by them. They're just kind of funding it, almost like how in movies, there are going to be companies that pay for advertising in the video, which is or in the movie, and some companies will actually give money to make the movie possible, in the hopes that they will get their money back through people being made aware of them through the movie, if that makes sense. Um, it's sort of more akin to that situation. I hope I explained that okay. Comics and cosplay amino are not paying me financially. They're just making a very expensive cosplay tutorial possible. Yes. Right, guys. I had to buy more fabric, not more fabric pattern paper today, and because I'm doing more superhero cosplays. Like, that was the one comment that I keep getting on my cosplay print website. It's supereffective.bigcartel.com, and loads of you guys were saying, like, I like what you do with cosplay, but you talk about superheroes and comics. Can I see you cosplay those? I'm like, well, I can't really cosplay Robin because of becoming Robin, and I'm not going to cosplay Robin till I've gained 30 kilos in muscle. So I can't really cosplay Robin, but I could still do like Wiccan and Speed and, you know, a bunch of characters I do genuinely love, and Nova, and more Marvel characters than DC characters, but that's okay. So I got this fabric pattern paper because I should be able to cosplay more superheroes with it. Well, with the pattern paper, because when you make a bodysuit, it's made 100 times easier if you do a paper pattern, hold it against your body, then do the alterations there, then sew, and then the sewing a bodysuit is so easy, but it's like actually like the patterning of it. How do I put it? The theory behind a bodysuit is difficult. Making a bodysuit is very, very easy. It's making a bodysuit look good that's also difficult, because most people just make it out of like really shitty matte spandex, and I'm not a fan of that because I feel like lycra just doesn't look right for most heroes. I like a leather stretch spandex. There are a few exceptions to it. There are a few exceptions to this rule. Like, I feel like the Flash should have a leather look spandex. He doesn't have that in the TV show. He's got like a loose spandex, and I feel like that's wrong, because if you're running, you want it form fitting and skin tight. You know, and if it was a leather look spandex, then it would be, you know, fabric on the inside but leather on the outside, and his costume just isn't that. It just looks like plain red leather, and I don't like the look of it. I think whoever made it should be ashamed of themselves, or whoever designed it, because I could design a much better Flash costume than that. But I won't, because I might do an Impulse costume. Like, if Impulse appeared in the TV show, like, I might do my own version of that. Maybe. There's no promises. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of like shiny spandex on superhero cosplay. But I will say, like, if you have fun cosplaying like that, you do you. It's just my personal preferences. Like, American cosplay is very, very different to UK cosplay. Just because I feel like I've said this before, in the American scene, you have that phrase, cosplay isn't about that X, Y, or Z, it's about having fun. We don't have that phrase in the UK. Cosplay ultimately over here is about accuracy. It doesn't matter how you get your costume, whether you make it or buy it, as long as it's accurate. The only time if you make it or not actually comes into play is in a competition, because craftsmanship is about 50% of your total score, and presentation's the other 50%. But ultimately, craftsmanship and accuracy are like the two most important things. I mean, even if it's like craftsmanship, like up close it looks terrible, but in pictures it looks banging, then it's acceptable here in the UK. It's just interesting how cosplay's evolved into two different things, and it sort of reflects our cultures, because people assume that the UK, like, I've noticed Americans assume that British culture is similar to their own culture, and in actual fact, like, we're two different countries, and yeah, we at one point we had a shared history, but we don't have that anymore, and America's evolved in one direction where the UK just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in that direction. Like, I love Americans and America. I want to move to America, so don't think I'm hating on America, but I feel like Americans are very patriotic and like to cheer themselves on, and like, yeah, that we can have fun, and yeah, everything can be great, and yeah, everything's amazing, and yeah, America's the best. Go America, or go my school, or go my college. Whereas over here, we're sort of a bit like, you can do better in everything. If you think that you have done well, you can do better than that. So get to doing better now. And it's not I don't feel like one way of living is better than the other because they both have their own benefits. But you know, in America, people are probably a bit well. I know people are probably people are happier in America, but at the same time, from being brought up in British culture, I find working on projects with only Americans very, very infuriating because, you know, over here we're sort of like, well, we'll sleep when we're dead. And in America, it's like, no, you do the work that you have to do for that day and then take a break for 12 hours, then get back to work and then take a break. And then, but over here, it's like, no, you do all the work and then sleep and then get up and do even more work and then sleep and then you maybe get one day off a week. There's just two different ways of living, and I'm sure there are Americans that have wound up similar to British culture, and I'm sure there are British people that have wound up similar to Americans. In fact, I know there are British people that are similar to American culture, but it's just like an overall experience from a person that frequently works with Americans and British people. And I work for Americans. Well, did work for Americans. I finally stopped video editing for other YouTubers because I wasn't being credited and I wasn't being paid enough, and it honestly hasn't made that much of a difference to my financial income. Um, but yeah, working with Americans, they just couldn't believe how fast my turnaround time was, and it's like, because you would, you would, you would give me the project and then sorry, my friend messaged me about something important and I just got very distracted. Oh yeah, um where was I going with this time to work? I don't know, guys. I'm very tired as always, but I hope you're all having an amazing day, and maybe I'll try SK2. Oh yeah, some of you are saying that I should bring back my Amazon wish list. I feel like it's still on my Facebook page, but yeah, if you guys want me to bring, because I complain quite a bit about how much production gear costs, and sometimes one of you will message me saying, well, if you have a wish list, I'd get you the production gear. And I'm like, no, because some of it's like £200, and then sometimes you guys are like, yeah, we'd get that for you. Um, I'd feel terrible if you did. Um, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, if you guys want me to have my Amazon wish list, I'll start putting it in the description to my videos. Just let me know, because I feel like it should be ultimately your decision, and I'd like it, but I'd also feel terrible. So please let me know. I'm going to go to bed because it's 10 to 11 p.m. So I hope you guys all have had an amazing day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.